Okay, good afternoon. So, I spent some time painting. Of course, it takes some time, and I'm going to work on three in parallel. I mean, two are just one is just black gesso. It's like drying outside, like on the other side of the window. This one will be a little bit more complicated, this will be probably the one that I'll use for ספינת פיראטים. הילה, הבת שלי הצעירה, הקטנה, היא ביקשה שאני אצייר את ספינת פיראטים, אז חשבתי לעשות ספינת פיראטים כזה בחלל כזה, אז אתם יודעים, מתקשר לעניינים שלנו. אז יהיה רגע חללי כזה, אבל זה קצת יותר מסובך, וזה טוב. אני עברתי עליו יחסית יותר מהשאר היום, יש המון עבודה. כן, זה לוקח זמן אקרילי, כמובן שאם לוקח אפילו יותר הרבה זמן. מחכים שיתייבש וכדומה. עכשיו, מה שאני אעשה עכשיו זה סקירה מיקרוסקופית של 4 סליידים שכבר לקחתי לפני כמה שעות, ועדיף לא לחכות יותר מדי, פשוט הסיבה של מיד לא עשיתי את הסקירה, כאילו את הריוויו, כי פשוט לא היה לי כוח. קצת, אתה יודע, אין לי מציאות, אני מחזיק את האייפון כזה על ה... I don't have, equipment, so I just, hold the iPhone on the islands. So I didn't have, the energy for it. But I'll do it now because it's already, staying, for several hours. So better, just watch it. It's, we actually have, we actually have 3 slides from the, so just a second, let's try to. It's another reason why you should do it quickly because then you forget. Sometimes if at night I'm having very long review, I write it down but mostly I don't keep slides. Just to say that slides with neros are regularly they hold much longer than biological slides. Biological slides are pretty much always kaput after 6 hours. So it's not like that with the neros because they last up to 2 weeks on the slide, but yes, we do it sometimes. Sometimes some sorts of life forms that are less durable. So better, they just hold all this now. I don't have it was very uncomfortable to do it on the this. I don't know what's the name of this balcony. I don't know. It's like a cabinet. So I'll conduct it right here. Even though it's going to be very very limiting, but the other option is really not comfortable. Let's just say that now the 2 electrolysis compartments are configured to airflow, and you actually see action. How can you explain that without air, without not air, portal energy transfer? This is the. You see, this is just one transformer. So it's breathing, it's not like just now, it's like that. Of course, by now there is almost no water at all. Because, should be said that, electrolysis, the bubbles are mostly just classical electrolysis, which means H2O that work into H2O2. But if you don't have H2O, so there will be no electrolysis. There might be other molecular reactions. Actually, electrolysis can use, but this is the most common and most probable that what you see. But after some time, you don't have water in it because, first of all, it was already broken, and also we burn it. We made a huge fire, so the water is evaporated. So and I replace just with a little bit of water. So but so just to say, it doesn't mean that there is no. Presumably, there might be all the fact that you barely see bubbles doesn't mean that the actual current or voltage is particularly low related to what we've seen before. It's very sad that I don't have basic equipment to actually test such thing, voltmeter, etc. But I'm certain that the transfer of energy between 2 open portals, does not have any mechanical water bursting or something like that, thing. The only mechanical, phenomena that we see are because of the electrolysis. They're still taking place. Or maybe some other thing, or maybe even just, heat residue that is clearing, but still it means that there is flow, because otherwise why should it be heated? I mean, like a broken circuit, electric DC circuit is not accommodating heat. So yeah, I mean, this is it's amazing. Let's turn it off like we've done before to see if it's actually, I mean, the bubbles immediately stop or after a couple of seconds. Definitely no. Okay, one bubble clearing. Okay, so I think we can say pretty confidently that, I mean, once it's turned off, I mean, you don't see the electrolysis. So let's turn it on now. Again, we are turning on and off circuit that is broken. So I mean, you should have no effect at all. It should have no effect. But you see that it does. It has effect. This is energy transfer. I mean, how else can we explain it? Just, I mean, this is, this is the outlet. I mean, the socket. This is the transformer. I disassembled it from like I don't even remember what in the street, like an electrical appliance. So this is assembled transformer. We have the white and the black rods that are connected to two rods, wires that are connected to two metallic screws, and the two containers are made of clay. And yes, we have a worm that is like the model of the worm that is like lies between them. But I mean, actually, it's a secret as well. Another secret, like the secondary secret for the symbolism. But I don't see how the worm can like change anything. I mean, it's like and it's isolated, and I mean, the worm it doesn't like add anything to the transfer. And this is the glass is this energy transfer, which is great. So let's take the microscopic. Let's do it now. Before I don't even remember what actually we have. So let's try to like reverse engineer what we have. So the last one is actually easiest to say that it's a sample of wax from the metal container that I've taken. If it's not too thick, it should be interesting, but let's hope that it's okay. So I ask myself like how can I put it like so it will not fall? Yeah. Okay. And the classical Asimov complete robot for holding the microscope in the required height. And the actual microscope, which is basic, but I mean it's doing a good job for us. So in the background you can hear, I mean, it's a mixtape of my own, like, I mean, it contains, the classical, jazz standard of the cuffing. That time it's a fan favorite in the apartment. Like all the zombies like it very much. And actually, even if I don't play, they play it by themselves, like, And also YouTube, algorithm, like, work. So I hope you don't find it inaudible or, I mean, too harsh. Just a second. Actually, like working and painting, like in living in a very noisy environment that is like by your own, like noise that you, I mean, produce, like what's going on right now. It actually has many benefits. I mean, as far as the zombies, I mean, like the zombie situation, because they're almost the main weapon and almost only skill is noise production. So if it's very noisy in the room, I mean, they do all their shows like outside the door, you know, and I don't even hear it. And I you know, I don't use earplugs because it's not comfortable. But I use, you know, the hoodie blocks some of the noise. So, and mostly just, I mean, you know, the sound that I play, it makes me pretty much isolate from the terror of the zombies. That is, I mean, you know, it's always going on because that's their job. I mean, they don't have a job. That's their job, like to terrorize me using sound. That's what, and you know, the state of Israel pays them the salary in order to do it. Okay, let's try to remember what we actually have. Just a second. We don't want to fold the microscope, but okay, it seems they did it. So we have one with the Vax, which is very sick, and the three others are, yes. So we've taken two from these containers. Yes, from the you know, the containers that we use the airborne electrolysis, and also we've taken another one. Now remember the third one, which is the one that is in the middle, but it will be very easy to see when I touch it because it's thicker. Was taken just from the burning oil. I've taken it's something I've done in the past. It's actually very interesting and not orthodox, like a way to take a microscopic examination, because you know mostly living things do not survive in like a, you know, very extremely hot oil like in the middle of the fire. But this is not true for the Neros. It's not true for many of the life forms that are created by the Neros. Like the ones that they call demons. They're created inside this kind of like, melted oil, you know, very that burns very hot. So I'm taking like, but the problem again is that with taking such samples that you need to do it very quickly, because quickly, I mean, the oil is solidified, like, you know, like it's a mixture of oil and wax. It's solidified on the slide, and then it becomes too thick and it's very difficult to focus. Okay, so now we remember what we have. So let's start with just, I mean, the two samples from the container, not from the oil, just from the water. Okay. Listen, I mean, any kind of like question that you have regarding to things the Israelis told you, I mean, just, I mean, the strategy should be very simple. Don't speak at all, and certainly don't speak about anything with Israelis. And delete everything that they ever told you, because they are all liars, and that's it. And just, I mean, stop thinking about stuff, random stuff that all sort of like, I mean, obsessive liars are pushing to your ears. So this is 64 modification. We've seen yours. And also life forms. Interesting. It looks like, like a mining operation with all sorts of like rocks that are mined. This perhaps was done on the slide, like on the last couple of hours. This mining operation. This is a Nero, the black one, of course. And tremendous amount like of all sizes. What's good about those is that we know that they're actually not duds because, no, we cannot be really certain, but yes, when you wait several hours, most of the duds are just dead. And all of them die after 12 hours. But after 4 or 5, which is about what we waited, you mostly see like real Neros, not duds, not like the ones who were not created to the fullest extent. Okay, this looks like a nice life form actually. Interesting one. I'm not sure if it's a skeleton or it's something that is going to be like, on the process of becoming like new life form. Nice. It's a lot of like irregular, shapes here in this slate, like all sort of like gemstones. It's interesting. It's possible, it's completely possible that those gemstones are to some extent product of work that was done on the slide in the last couple of hours. What is this nice cross? So we definitely see Nero, which is great. And yes, almost all the duds are cleared, so these are real ones, like living ones. But this is a disgusting life form, and Nero that's walking with it, like. It's a huge life form. I'm not sure like if is it killing it or creating it. It's difficult to say. Okay, so let's check the other slides. I became just very tired, like very, like in abrupt way because I'm under electromagnetic attack, like from the, maybe airplane, maybe the street, I don't know. It's not nice, but it's going on right now, but what can I do? This is like in my cell, I'm under arrest. Anyway, such, attacks, they're shocking, and for a second you lose orientation, like what's happening just right now. So this was the first slide, pretty interesting. You see another slide? Like from the liquid, not from the airbags. Okay. This is a Neo that's difficult to focus, but this is definitely Neo in closed position, like he's resting. There's just too much material on the slide, so it's really difficult to focus. The main one was like discussing wars. So this is the favorite train. I'm having difficulty, like, continuing this review because I'm under attack from the streets, and it's shocking me. I just say that we see, Neros, which is nice, and we see all sorts of life forms. Just to be expected. Wow. It's like electric shock. Okay, let's continue. It's like a serious electric shock. So the two remaining ones are more like even thicker than the ones that we had. So this one was taken from the oil, from the burning oil. So you see that it's solidified and it's pretty thick. I hope it's not too thick so we can focus and see what's inside. It was taken just when it was burned, like from the burning oil itself. Huge bacteria, but so here we see a little bit of neos of all sorts of sizes. Maybe we zoom in. Okay, so it's an interesting slide, but I'm suffering these attacks. Let's do a very quick, just let's do get it done with. We'll do a very quick review of the wax. It was taken not from the melted wax, but from the wax inside the metal container, like that is like fermenting in there. So see, it's very thick. Hopefully we will get to see something. So as expected, it's difficult to focus. But you see, nice art. It's very difficult. I mean, it's from the outside. Let's I mean try to just do a quick swipe. Okay, so it will be all for now. I feel better after it. I mean, I'm really under attack now. I mean, it's even difficult just to hold the iPhone on the objective on the eyelids and just take videos. From what we've seen, the slight stamina is expected. We've seen life forms and not something out of the ordinary. So okay, let's continue in a bit.